Hi, this is Kevin Blanche. Today I'm going to talk about our generation, the baby boomers, and how they destroyed America and fucked up America. Look, for generation after generation, it went like this. These fucking youth of America, these kids are going to fuck up this country. What's the matter with the fucking youth? Blah, blah. It was always that way. The history of this country was always that way. Our generation, remember, the old boys would say, fucking get a haircut or buy a dress, you little fuckers. The youth's going to ruin this fucking... Well, for finally, one time, they were right. They were right. We did fuck up and ruin fucking America. We fucking ruined it. My philosophy is this. If I was under 35 years old in this country, we should just turn this country over to them. Just give it to them. They're the only ones that should be allowed to vote. The only ones that should be allowed to make economic policy, any policy. We fucking destroyed this fucking country. Our fucking generation. Fucking annihilated. Pussy ass, fucking loud, baby boomer, fucking moron, idiots. Look, that baby boomer, average baby boomer's dumber than fucking dirt. They're poorly educated. They're spoiled fucking rotten. They fucking goddamn are lazy. They fucking don't care about fucking debt. They don't care about fucking their families. They don't care about shit. They're fucked up. Seriously. I mean, that's the way history's going to view it. I mean, you could say that's not true, but it's fucking true. I'm not talking about each individual in this country. There's plenty of good individuals, but I'm talking in the aggregate as a whole. Look, when I grew up in this progressive America, fucking dynamic America in the 1960s, and the Vietnam protests were going on, my father was a drafted Marine who was freaking blown up, ended up later dying. But anyway, I was all idealistic, thinking, God, what a great generation, the people a little bit older than me. I mean, the day Bobby Kennedy was killed, Martin Luther King, it was right in my face, you know. I remember the scoreboard used to be catching Nam on CBS Cronkite. They used to put a flag up there keeping score. This many casualties, this many. It was like a football game. It was sick. But anyway, this country revolted. And I was all idealistic, I'm like, what a great bunch of Americans. We're going to have a magnificent country. They're all about peace and freaking, love and caring about everybody, each other. Well, boy, was I fucking idealistic and wrong. As they got older, I realized it was all bullshit. Here's how it was bullshit. A guy told me this one time, and I didn't believe it when I was young. He says, are you kidding me? He says, the only reason the protests started, and everybody was protesting against Vietnam, these are the same fuckers that were all for fucking Vietnam. Until they got drafted. When they got drafted, he says, you think they're really all idealistic like that, care about other people? They're not. They're a bunch of self-indulged baby boomer motherfuckers. So, I thought, bullshit. Boy, was I wrong. Was he fucking right. Rangel said it the best. He said in the Iraqi situation, we should have a draft. And that would end it. Well, you look back in history, the baby boomers, that's the way it's going to be written. Like I said, I was too stupid as a young guy to realize I was a little boy. But they were right. These guys were protesting all about peace and love and anti-Vietnam. The only reason they were, because they didn't want to fucking go. Because they were fucking drafted. They weren't idealistic. They weren't a bunch of smart, dynamic, peace loving. Baby boomers are a bunch of fucked up, crybaby pieces of shit in the aggregate. For real. Look what they did to this fucking country. They fucking destroyed this fucking country. So, stay tuned. I write a lot about the baby boomer generation. We went from the greatest generation to maybe one of the shittiest fucking generations. People are so poorly educated, they don't give a fuck. People are so self-indulged, bunch of spoiled rotten. It's sickening. Just like the fucking dead or anything else, they just fucking listen to rhetoric. I did my big study that I'm working on my PhD that's all done. It's in the can now. I'll present it. I'm making a documentary out of it. What's your opinion of Congress? Blah, 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 blah. Nobody even knows who their congressman is. So they just spew rhetoric. They're poorly educated. Studies after studies said that the American population, the baby boomer population, is one of the most poorly educated in the context of deductive thinking and knowledge and history. And there's a lot of reasons why. They're a bunch of spoiled, rotten motherfuckers. We want it all now. We want to go to fucking war, but we don't want to fucking pay for it. We want all these social services, but we don't want to fucking pay for it. I say we turn the whole country over to the 35 youngers. And if I was a young person in this country, I'd be disgusted with this fucking generation. I would be totally disgusted. The least we could do, we fucked it up for ourselves. It's over for us. Seriously, it's fucking over. But we have kids and we have grandchildren. We have the youth in America. Every generation in the history of this country has cared about the next generation. This one don't. This one can give a fuck. You start spewing off about this fucking debt, you don't even understand the fucking debt. Obama's a socialist. Are you fucking kidding? The fucking Monica Lewinsky blowjob. That fucking blowjob will go down as the most iconic fucking piece of history as it's written 50 years from now. That blowjob changed the world. That's why Gore lost. Remember he wouldn't let Clinton freaking campaign for him? We had a major surplus. We had no debt in this fucking country then. Very, very fucking little. We had a surplus. Bush stole the election because of the fucking blowjob. And look what he did. The Rove, the Cheneys, the Bush destroyed this fucking country. The neocons destroyed this fucking country. So when you start this, Obama's social spending, pull your fucking heads out of your fucking ass and do the fucking homework on it. Fucking pull up a fucking graph and see what the fucking debt's all about. See the reality of the situation, why we here. Don't fucking just sit and spew and make shit. Fucking educate yourself for fucking once. Don't turn into a fucking Sarah Palin or Christine O'Donnell of the fucking world. Just spew off the top of your fucking head. You know, emotional issues when you have no knowledge because you're too lazy to educate yourself about fucking knowledge. Baby boomers. They're fucked.